Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? It's August results today. So August was treating me well on Adobe stock. I made $751, which is more than in July. And as I said, I was making between 600 and 700 for several months now, and I couldn't really break that wall. Well, I did in August. I had a back to school selling photo that was really like selling regularly, and then in August already the seasonal content starts to sell, so like autumn and even Christmas themed images are starting to sell. And as I've said before, I have some Christmas and Halloween well performing images, so I expect them to perform well again this year. And also I'm actively uploading more and more like holiday and seasonal content. So August was actually very good. I will share also your results, and you can look at how you guys have been doing. So some of you wrote that Czech photographer, I can remember that he wrote that he had his first decline due to the summer holidays. Yes, this for sure can happen. It really depends on what you have in your portfolio. And I'm sorry. As I said, like I have a lot of holiday stuff, so it already kind of started selling for me in August. Plus it's good to have some back to school images. Also Juliana, I think, was successful on free pick. Also she made over $100 in there this month. And I've said before that I personally do not upload on free pick because, like, in my opinion, the amount you get per sale is very, very low, and I don't want to have like my cheap selling images competing with Adobe stock, so I don't really upload on free pick. But yeah, as I said, like if you want to, you can get some money there too. And so in September, I would say that again back to school images could be trending, or like students in classrooms. Colleges start a little bit later, at least in my country. They start in October, so maybe like not small kids going to school, but like young students, young adults going back to uni. This is maybe also a topic to look into. And then, of course, as I said, the holidays, for sure. If you don't have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas in your portfolio, I would try to upload those kind of images. But it's important to really do research on the trends, because of course the holiday topics are highly competitive. There's tons and tons of images there, so it is hard to compete, and you have to be lucky for your image to kind of catch on and start to sell well. I have a couple of those images for Christmas that really sell well. And as I said, I'm hoping it will be again successful this year. And I'm producing more and more of those. Also look into like non kind of Western holidays like Diwali in India. And you know, if this is like your culture, then you are actually an expert on that, and you know better what the images should look like. Because if like I generate a Diwali image based on some like references, I can never be 100% sure that this is like accurate and that people would want to buy my image, you know, if I didn't use some wrong colors or whatever. Because like in different cultures the color choice can be really important and you can offend people and things like that. So you know, so like Muslim holidays, like whatever, if you are like, a lot of my followers are not from like Western countries, do your traditions and your holidays, because as I said, you are the experts there, and you can produce the imagery that will be more authentic and will probably sell well. So also think about that. And yeah, so let me know what kind of videos you expect from me. If you want another like Q&A, I'm open to it. You know, portfolio reviews I can only do if someone actually sends me a link for their portfolio, and like not a lot of people wants to do it, but like if you are already kind of gaining traction and you are selling well, then it's not a good idea to send me your portfolio, because you know, I will show it online and people will just be copying from you. But if you are struggling and you are uploading and you are not seeing the results, you don't know what you're doing wrong, and you need some help and advice, then you know, you have an option to send me the link to your portfolio and we can have a look at it. You can watch my older portfolio reviews to see, you know, what to expect from me. And I think that can be helpful, and there you don't have to like to be afraid of the copiers, because like no one will be copying like an unsuccessful portfolio. So yeah, so that's an option. So let me know, you guys, because I'm basically creating content for you, and it's up to you, you know, what you can see on my channel. So leave me a comment. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. So since there wasn't a video for a while, I decided also to record like a bonus for you guys. So I'm gonna share my screen now, and we are going to look at some Halloween images that are AI generated on Adobe stock. So I searched for Halloween and I filtered by the newest ones, and we're gonna look at them, and I'm gonna tell my opinion on some of the images. Hopefully this is helpful to you. So this first image, I think it is looking good. It's an illustration. It's very like traditional Halloween image. I think there is a market for traditionally looking Halloween images. I later would tell you like what I wouldn't do anymore, but this looks pretty nice. And you can do something like that for you too. For example, this image with the sloth, so it doesn't really look Halloweeny to me at all. So I would be careful about your keywords, because if you put Halloween in there and it has nothing to do with Halloween, people will not buy it when they search for Halloween, and so you don't need this keyword in there because it doesn't make any sense. So here you can see an image and it says welcome. I don't know if it's maybe in a different language, but in English it's spelled wrong. And I've seen several images with the wrong spelling of like Halloween, you know, and stuff like that. So if and it happens like in Midjourney quite often that the spelling is wrong. So if it is, try to edit it still in Midjourney. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just don't upload the images with the wrong spelling. It doesn't make any sense. People will not buy it, and you are doing the work that you know, that will not be rewarded for you because it has some spelling mistakes. Here is a nice Halloween banner. I think creating banners with, you can see here there is a copy space. It's a good idea. I think here the balloon, I would edit it a little bit to be perfect so that it is more like this one with the eyes. Again, it's just a couple of clicks in Midjourney if it's generated in Midjourney. So you know, the better quality the image is and the less like mistakes is in there, the higher probability that it will be sold. So be attentive to details. In my opinion, they do matter. Yeah, like the more perfect your image is, the better for your sales, in my opinion. So yeah, so this is something to look at for sure. So here, for sure there is a market for more like modern takes on Halloween, more like different color schemes than just bright orange and like bright purple and black. You can go with neutral tones like this. It can be just like autumn image or Thanksgiving or something like that, but for sure you can generate pumpkins in this more calm manner that is not like in your face, bright and colorful. And it is also a way maybe to differentiate yourself from the competition by doing something a little bit different. For sure the pets with the pumpkins is a good idea to make. For the food, I would do, if it's like Halloween related, I would do more something like this than just the autumn soup. So for sure, like autumn food is valid, but I would just not put Halloween keyword in there, maybe because it doesn't have any Halloween like items in there, and I would do something like this that is really like themed. Yeah, so this kind of images, so like a dark forest in this like bluish color with a jack-o'-lantern in there. I think there's like tons and tons and tons of images like that, and I just wouldn't generate more of those, you know, anymore, because if you look, if you search for Halloween, it's just really, it's a lot of those, and they all look kind of very similar. So I don't know, I think we are wasting our time with those kind of images. Here is a nice kind of a flat lay with copy space, but these little stuff there, it doesn't look like pumpkins. It looks a little bit messy. Again, it's just a couple of clicks to correct it in Photoshop or like directly in Midjourney. So I would get rid of the mess, and the image would be much better, instantly like cleaner, better looking. So this, again, the pumpkins in the forest, you can see that they are really looking kind of similar, and there is no point in creating them, I think. So for sure, think of also like black cats and other symbols. You can try do illustrations. As I said, like in my portfolio, illustrations are not that popular, but if you hit some trend maybe, then you might have a chance. Here the witch, it's an illustration, but here it doesn't look like she's laying on the grass. It looks like she's like half buried in the grass. It looks a little bit strange, so I would pay attention also to those kind of details. Also the face here on the pumpkin looks a bit wrong. So yeah, there's more of those. Like again, it looks like the body is coming from the ground, and I am not sure that that's what the author of this image was aiming for. It doesn't look very good in my opinion. Again, like it's a good idea to put in kids with pumpkins, stuff like that, but here again the jack-o'-lantern face is kind of messed up here, so I would again try and correct it for it to have a better selling potential. And so we have more illustrations, so it's a good idea to leave in the copy space there. I don't personally like the style of the illustration, but I'm not the client who is buying the images, so my opinion doesn't really matter in here. But yeah, leaving the copy space is always a good idea in your images. Yeah, and that's the first 100 images, and that is it that I wanted to show you. So just like maybe a couple of tips on what to concentrate on and what to avoid in your imagery in general. So hopefully it was useful for you. So this is it for the video, and I will see you very soon.